Hello,
got
hello.
the music on in the background in the living room with Holly, so I can hear it. I'm done jazz music.
We can't hear it, but we'll just move anyway.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday lunchtime, everybody. Just keeping it real with you, just dropping in, want to say hello, want to say hi. A few little truth bombs might slip out, who knows. But if you want to just grab a cuppa, spend 5 minutes with us. And if you're here, say hello. Would love to know who's on today. Someone just says you Facebook user, so sometimes we don't know who it is. And let us know watching us on, whether it's LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook. That would be good to know. So things have been happening. Cheryl is at Holly's house. The building work is still underway. I mean, you can see how much is loving having the builders in.
Well, it's going to be underway for a good. Graham keeps saying it's going to be done by September. I'm like, love, it's not. Let's just say that we'll be sitting at Christmas. Hi, Holly, who's in the other room. We're going to be sitting at Christmas, and literally the house will have just been finished. But it's all good. It's given me the opportunity to come to work at your house and come to work at Holly's house and connect face to face. So that I'm enjoying that aspect of it. And when they go home on an evening,
I know.
like it's silence. It's all going to be worth it.
It's been lovely, but it's been lovely having you here. So Cheryl was here yesterday, and it's funny because until COVID, believe it or not, for the first 2 years of the business, Cheryl and I were literally together every single day. Like Cheryl would come to HQ, the kitchen, and all of the photos in the early days pretty much were in the kitchen. But this time, 4 years ago, it was our first ever photo shoot. So we came together and said we would do the business in the May. We made it all official on the, whatever it was, July, was it July? June?
18th of June.
18th of June, sorry, my mind went blank then, in company's house. And yes, then we had our first ever photo shoot, and it was so much fun, wasn't it?
It was so funny as well. So we went down to South Shields, like local where Donna lives, and got loads of pictures took and did loads in the house and stuff. But then we recorded like the first ever videos that you can see if you go on our YouTube channel. And it's so funny because we had scripts, didn't we? So we stood in the kitchen with these scripts, like kept getting it wrong, having to keep going over and over. And Lee, who was recording us and videos, was like, just put the script away and just like stand and start talking to each other normally. So we just put the scripts down and then just start talking. He was like, that was so much better. But obviously we'd only just started the business. We'd only been talking about our business for a month. So we're like stood here with these like scripts, like, you know, like this on camera. It was so funny. And now we'll just rock up and we're like, oh, what we're talking about.
We just weren't used to, we weren't used to video. We weren't used to recording. I used to cringe at the sound of my own voice. It's like, yeah, that felt so bizarre. And I was the girl that would always be taking the photos and I'd like having photos taken. So being on camera and stuff felt so alien to us. But we quickly learned that we're better when we're not scripted.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Like, we are not good. If you tell us what to say, we will cock it up 50 times. Whereas if it's just me and Cheryl just riffing, like, we never know what we're going to say when we come on these. Just like, we might talk about that and then we just see what comes out. It's just divine flow coming through us, for you, who we don't ever know. And it makes it so much more fun.
Yeah, it's amazing. And obviously the kids are broke up, right? So yesterday when I came to your house, I didn't only just get my niece, Gabby is a little treat. I got Caleb because he was there before he got picked up. So a lot of you will be on holiday probably over the next week or so, or a couple of weeks, or going into holiday season where you're getting to spend time with your family, which is a blessing. And sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, can't it? Because you've got kids to manage, work to manage, life to manage.
And a lot of our clients, a lot of the people in our communities, I was speaking to an amazing woman yesterday, have got multiple. So sometimes they've got full-time jobs and side hustles, which is bigger than the full-time job sometimes, and families and the dog and, parents to go and see and someone in hospital, and it can feel really, really, really overwhelming.
Yeah.
And just having a session, Louise posted about it yesterday. It was amazing to have that hour with her. And just in an hour, just to help her take a step back. Because it's so funny, because it was like, I haven't got time to have the hour. That's why you really need the hour. Take the step back her first ever one-to-one with us, just to take that step back and see, right? Because oftentimes what we find is all of the things that you're doing or the things that you believe are important aren't the things that actually are aligned with where you're trying to get your life to go. So if you're not very clear on what it is you're trying to achieve, you're often busy being busy, doing busy things that aren't anywhere on the same map even as like where you're trying to get to. So the first thing Cheryl and I always do when we're in a one-to-one with you is like, what is it that you really want? And a lot of the time, because you're so busy being busy doing the busy, you don't actually know what you want. And without that, how is anything ever going to change? How are you ever going to be moving in the right direction of your goals and dreams if all of the activity is taking you further and further away from the thing that you want? So it's so, so important. And oftentimes, let's face it, girls, when we're in our own lives and we're busy being busy, we can't see the wood for the trees. And that is where a coaching conversation often comes in really well. Because no offense, you tell your friends are going to give you their advice. You tell your husband, he's going to give you the thing that suits him. It's different, isn't it, when you're speaking to one of us, because we're listening and we can see through all the bullshit.
Yeah, all the BS, all the limiting belief systems, all the stories that you've told yourself, and actually get to the crux of it. Because the thing's never the thing either, is it? But clarity is just so important. Clarity on what you want, clarity on where you are now in comparison to what you want, and clarity on what's getting in your way. And generally it's us. We are getting in our own way, but we believe it's something external to us. It isn't. It's always our mind, our BS, our belief system that is getting in the way of the clarity, of the goals, of the inspired action. So we have to really understand where we want to get to, where we now, what's in the way of taking action, and what is the BS, the belief system, and the stories that I'm wrapped up in that that's holding me back.
Holding us back. And we hear, time and time again, clients will say to us, I feel like I've got all these big plans, but I just haven't got the motivation. We hear that a lot. That you almost act like you think that you're lazy, which is insane because you're working about 16 to 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
The clock of how much you're getting paid, how many hours you're doing between the family and the job and the side hustle, or just even if you're in your business full time, we see time and time again women working crazy hours in their businesses because again they're lacking clarity. So then they're relying on motivation. Then it's like, I just don't feel like doing it. I'm knackered today. I feel like I've got no energy. And so then you're in this cycle of then working harder because you're telling yourself that you're lazy and you're stupid. I hear that. Like, I know I'm stupid, I'm pathetic, I'm ridiculous. We hear all these words, and you just end up in this real cluster of emotion and busyness and not moving towards your goal.
Yeah.
Like, spoiler alert, most of us would like to have more money so that we can spend more time with our families. Like it's a no-brainer. What, none of you are working for money because you want to stockpile it. It's because you want to be able to like retire your husbands like Cheryl and I have, or be able to go on nice holidays, or spend time have August not working so you can be with your kids before they're too old and they don't want to speak to you. Wouldn't that be nice? Right? So it's like, we know how hard it is to get the clarity. And that's exactly why when Cheryl and I did Wealth Without the Hustle back in June, we did a one-to-one with the clients that were in that program. And we were only with them for a few days. And then they had a one-to-one. And what was amazing was having the theory and the practical steps, having somebody sit with you one-on-one and help you really get clear and sort out what's bullshit stories and what's real and what's the crap I'm telling myself and what's the facts of the situation, and then going, right, so what's the next thing I need to do? How do I get my energy in a space where it's aligned to what I'm doing? What are the daily practices, principles, rituals that I need to do to create and move towards my dreams rather than just be busy? And we love them so much that we've decided to do a one-to-one outside of our coaching containers, which we don't ever do. The thing is never the thing. So right, Zoe. So we've called them the abundance accelerators because most of you want to make more money, but most of you want to make more money so you can have more freedom, so you can have more time, so you can have more harmony, so you can walk the dog in the middle of the day, so you can go to yoga in the middle of the day if you want to, so you don't have to work every weekend, so you can put your kids to bed and not be working. The abundance accelerators are designed with our formula to help you get that real crystal clear clarity to help you understand what your belief systems are and how you're sabotaging yourself, how to create the one that you need to help you get in line with your goal, and to help you get the energy to create the energy in order to achieve that goal. This is, when you're looking at creating 5, 10K, 5K, 10K, 100K months consistently, this is the thing that you need to sort out. That's what me and Cheryl are really going to help you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason that we're really going to help you do it is because we've done it, right? We have been there where you are right now. We have procrastinated. We have got in our own way. We have been busy being busy and not taking inspired action towards our goals. We buried our goals. We stuffed them down. We pretended like they weren't there. These pipe dreams, these whispers, it was just over here. Once we decided to get into our purpose, into our goal, and then sought help, we didn't get to being here in our 5th year without any help. We pissed about for a year,
Trying to find on our
not
own.
making any money, trying to make everything look perfect without any clients. And then we were like, oh, let's hire a coach. Let's hire a coach who gave us clarity, who sat us down and said, do this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Made loads of money. Now do this. Okay, great. We're now making 30K months. Now do this. Now launch this. And we were just like, oh, it just took so much pressure and relief off our shoulders of having to have all of the answers, because we haven't. She gave us the answers, and then we've developed and honed and enhanced the answers that we have used ourselves to grow our business. And obviously we're experts in mindset, so it's like a no-brainer, right?
100%. So we want to help you. The same as we help those women in Wealth Without the Hustle with the one-to-ones. We want to help you. 1 hour can make a huge difference. Louise said yesterday after she posted, she just ran last night saying, I literally can't believe the difference an hour has made. I went in feeling like frazzled, not knowing what I'm doing, feeling really unclear. And now I'm like buzzing, know what I'm doing, know where I'm going, super clear on what I need to go and do next. And just that shift in 1 hour is priceless. So if you would like to grab one of the remaining, because some of them have already gone, 888 sessions, so that for £888, which is less than half of what you would pay for an hour with us if you were paying 20,000 for 6 months as one of our one-on-one clients, you can get one of these one-to-ones, you can book it, and we can do it in August, or we can do it in September. So the girls who've grabbed one already are excited because they're going to have the holiday in August, and they're getting booked in for September, which they're really then excited about, and you can do that too.
Oh, Mel's just saying, Mel works with us in our mastermind. We take the lids off our boxes in your head. Yeah, boom. Set your desires free, and the clarity will be shining bright. Amen to that.
And like Mel is an amazing example. She's got really clear on what she wants to do, launch a new business, literally is jumping out of bed every day, can't wait to get into a beautiful workspace to create, and has had launched this online shop and has had orders every single day.
Yes, I've got one here. Holly, bring me the Mel's course, because I bought one for myself and I bought one for Holly. So I've just come to Holly's house, and so this is amazing. Look at this.
So good.
How amazing is that? That's one of Mel's products that we've just purchased. So,
and that's because she's aligned. And when you're aligned, things make everything so much easier, don't they? Like you go on, you know what you want to do. So here are your links. I'm going to drop them in now for your Abundance Accelerator. So there's a UK and a non-UK one. So if you want, it's easy. You just go on and you book it. You can even pay in 2 installments for no extra money. Like this is our gift to you, because in August we're going to be very quiet. You'll not see as much of us because we've got courses and things that we're doing. So it's so important to us that you feel excited and energized and ready, so that you're going to hit the back end of the year very clear, very focused, very sharp, very energized, and feeling like you're going to have fun doing it. Fun and flow, ease and grace.
Let's have autumn, right? We're moving into autumn, people. We're moving into autumn. Awesome autumn.
I love that. Oh, we love you too, Mel. So yes, it's available to you as well, that same clarity. Any questions, you know where we are, drop me a DM, I can answer for you. And let's just get you sorted. I'm so excited. What I loved was yesterday as well, the girls that have booked the messaging code, like, I literally feel like I'm so excited, even though I'm not doing the one-to-one till September. Like, I'm really excited. And that's just like a lush way to feel, and that's normal. That should be your normal. Create your new
Momentum, creating momentum. That's what we want.
Have an amazing Tuesday. I think Cheryl and I are dropping in tomorrow as well. We've got a very good truth bomb lined up for you tomorrow. But yes, have an incredible day. Pay these forward, share them around like confetti. Mwah. Love you all. Bye.